Hello beautiful people of the internet. My name is Eva Oseen and I am super excited for today's video as I'm joined by two students from the Ted Rogers School of Management, also known as the TRSM. We have Sabrina, who is from Retail Management, and Vivian from Hospitality and Tourism Management joining us today. In today's interview, I will be talking to both students and comparing and contrasting their programs in TRSM and talking about all things Ryerson. Without further ado, let's get started. Hi, thank you both for virtually joining me today.
Of course, thank you for having us. My name is Sabrina Bender. I am in the fourth year of the Retail Management program.
Hi, my name is Vivian. I'm in my fourth year of Hospitality and Tourism Management program, and I am an international student from Vietnam. So happy to be here today.
So what made you decide to apply to this program at Ryerson University?
So I originally, I graduated from a fashion management program at a Ontario college. I was kind of looking for something to just continue my education. I was kind of considering getting my bachelor's degree before I started working. And I actually saw that the retail management program was directly connected to the fashion management program that I was in. So I was able to enter it. It's basically called direct entry. And I was able to enter into the second year. I found also that the retail management program directly connected to fashion in the sense that both are very closely related, and I feel like they were very mutually beneficial, and I still feel that way.
So for me, I know that I've always been a kind of people person. I love meeting new people, talking to new people. I also love travel because when I was a little kid, like 5 years old, my parents took me around the world. So that kind of formed my passion for travel and people, and I kind of do a career quiz. I know that hospitality is the best fit for me, so my family also agreed on going to Canada for education. So as I do my research, Ryerson came on as top one for hospitality and tourism. So I was like, I never heard about this before, but I feel like I'm gonna like it. So I just really give my bet for Ryerson, and I really enjoy my years in here. So I feel like that is one of those smart bets I ever had in my life.
Okay, I'm glad you like it. What is your favorite part about your specific program? What's something that once you're in it, you're like, wow, this is why I love this?
I think for me, it was really the attention and like one-on-one time that we got with professors, because beforehand, I really had this belief that university was kind of like you're just a number. And nobody really cares about what you do. You're just graded and like in and out, and then that's it. Mm-hmm. But I think that in the retail program, the professors were really, from the beginning, they really paid attention and they really cared and actually made an effort to get to know you. And that made the learning experience so much more valuable and interesting.
With Ryerson, I've had that same experience as well, yeah, with the professor.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think maybe people who go to other schools that are much more strict, that's when they experience
But yeah, Ryerson's very engaging, which I love, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the thing that I love the most about my program is the career opportunity that we are provided with. Before I came to this program, I thought that I'm just gonna fix with hotels or restaurant. That literally what it means. But then I just found it so fascinating that the skill I got from hospitality eventually lead me to so many other fields. Like I never thought of hospitality with sales and then technology, but it's all happened in the end. So I love how we have so many networking events. Since we're in downtown campus, I also have industry leader coming to the classroom. I met them and they really inspired me just to be a better person and just keep going forward with my career ahead. And we also have so many internship and co-op opportunity. So for someone who very career driven like me, I feel like this is such a big benefit for anyone who looking to thrive at Ryerson.
Agreed, yeah, especially because we're in downtown Toronto, the amount of opportunities available, crazy.
I actually definitely agree with Vivian. Like I find that there were many guest speakers that came into classes and stuff like that, and also networking opportunities, which is like perfect, right? I found that also one of the best parts of the program.
What's one tip or one thing you wished you knew before going into your specific program? Like if you could go back 4 years and tell yourself something or tell future students, what would you tell them?
I would say get involved early in student groups, associations, whatever interests you. Because I think what I thought when I joined Ryerson was basically, I'll take a year, get settled in, and then we'll see where it goes. But I do wish that right off the bat I got involved, because that's how you meet people and you meet friends. First year was kind of this, how do I make friends? Just this big question. But yeah, if I got involved sooner, I feel like that would have been solved earlier.
I also agree with what Sabrina has to say, because that is something that I kind of regret not doing earlier. But then I also think that if I were to come back in my first year, I wish that I could ask more questions and ask more for help. Because I feel like in my first year, I wasn't also confident with my spoken English. So whenever I have questions in class, I wouldn't really ask them. I would just Google them instead. And that is such a miss, because I feel like as I go further into the study, everyone is just so open, and then my professor, like all of them, are just so engaging in discussion.
Yeah, I agree, because coming out of high school, you were like, oh my god, this is so scary, like nobody really, like, don't ask questions. But it's a lot more like chill, everyone asks, nobody really cares, just do you. So yeah, no, I agree.
We make such a big deal about it in high school, about university and college. It's so much more relaxed than high school.
I agree. What are the career opportunities after graduation, and where do you see yourself?
For sure. So for retail management, there are quite a lot. Just to name a few: a buyer, a retail planner, a category manager, visual merchandiser. Shopping center management is something that some students are interested in, marketing as well. Anything really within the retail industry. I'll be honest, I'm not too sure actually. Right after graduation, I'm really just set on getting a job at a company that I really like within the industry, and basically just try out any role in the beginning and then explore and see what my options are in the future. And then I guess long-term goals, if we're talking about that, I'd love to lead a retail company one day, hopefully fashion. But yeah, I would definitely say that the program has given me confidence to work towards that, or admit that that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. I believe in you. You can do it.
Thank you.
That's fascinating. As I say earlier, I feel like students within my program, hospitality and tourism management, have so many things to do. So some of the most popular jobs that I'm seeing other graduate students have done is event planner, hotel manager, restaurant manager, working in cruise ship, casino manager. You can work in casino as well, and then sales in all fields. So it's pretty diverse in that sense. Me, I do see myself working in events and sales mostly, just because my current job and then my past work experience also relating to those two. So in the next 5 years, I really hope that I can be the manager of a department within the company of my favorite for sales. So that is the goal for now. But I feel like my life is full of change. So if something gonna change afterward, I'm just so happy that hospitality and tourism prepare me to be a person who adapt to all the change.
For sure. Especially with this pandemic, I think we've all gotten enough change for our lives. So since you're both in fourth year, what's one thing you're going to miss about university when you graduate?
So many things. I honestly never thought I'd say this, but now that I'm in my fourth year and it's decided that I'm not continuing my education for a few years now after I graduate, I have to say that I wish I could stay in school forever. Just because there's, I'm sure there's a lot more freedom. You get the summers off. That's an obvious thing that I think every student is going to miss.
Yes.
I think the biggest thing that I'll miss is not learning every day, right? You have this set time always to learn and kind of grow your skills. And although you can do that through experience and knowledge, I definitely think I'll miss the classroom setting. That's probably the biggest thing.
Which is so weird because you'd never think you'd miss that.
I know, it's crazy, but here we are.
That's so true. I feel like since I couldn't spend this year at Ryerson at all, I feel like the thing that I'm gonna miss the most probably is just walking to school. Because I usually stay in downtown Toronto, so it's usually take me like 10 minutes to walk to school, and those walks are so pretty even in the summertime or in the wintertime. But then I feel like since I couldn't see it this year, I think I'm just gonna miss this a lot. I'm gonna miss the Student Learning Center, SLC, because I literally spend half of my student life in the Student Learning Center. So I feel like I'm gonna miss spending time there a lot, especially in the 8th floor, the Sky. I spend a lot of time there for myself and then my group. So yeah, that will be the thing I miss the most for sure.
Well, thank you both for taking the time and joining me virtually today.
Thank you. Yeah, I had fun talking to you as well.
Thank you so much, Eva.
Bye.
Perfect. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got to learn a little bit more about these programs at TRSM. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to comment down below what other programs you want to see. While you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow Ryerson on all other platforms, as well as myself at Eva Oseen. And I will see you all next time. Bye!